So I was just walking down the trail and I come across this guy, old guy with like a white ponytail, wearing like very rugged traveler's clothes, just with a hatchet chopping a log in the middle of the trail. He's like, "You doing the Conasauga River Trail?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He says, "Can I follow you and see where you're gonna ford the river next? Because I couldn't find a good spot." And I was like, "Okay, sure." So I started walking down the trail and he's following me with this hatchet. I'm like, well, this sounds like the beginning of every horror movie, but he was a nice guy. We were just chatting and he's like, "Yeah, I came up this trail and did all this." And so anyway, we found a spot where he's like, "That must be the spot to cross." So he was like, "Can I watch you do it?" Because it was tough, big boulders and really heavy stream. I should have filmed it, but I was too focused on just getting across. Anyway, I got into some knee-deep water, and right now I'm trying to dry off a bit. Yeah, that's good. These are good socks. They'll dry off really quick. But anyways, adventures on the trail. Love it. A couple weeks ago was when the remnants of Hurricane Laura or Hurricane Linda, I can never remember, there's so many these days, but anyway, it came through. Massive windstorms in North Georgia. That's why a lot of these trees are knocked down. Makes the trail a bit more challenging, but it's fun. Lots of brush here. Remember, only you can prevent forest fires. Now that right there is some serious blockage. I guess the tree fell down and all these sticks just got pulled up against it with the current. I don't think there are beavers in Georgia. I don't know actually. Did a beaver do this? I'm gonna have to look up beavers. But I don't think the trail continues on this side, which is where I'm at. I might actually try to get on this thing here and cross. See how that goes. Oh boy, this is tough. You know what? Walking on that thing, it's probably not ideal, to be totally honest. At this point, I'm already so wet. This is how we get across rivers. Trailblazing, baby. Speaking of trails, where is it? I've been following this trail here. It's basically along the cliffside, very narrow and rocky. Water down below. Looking across, I think there's a trail over there, which I probably should be on. You cross the river so many times, it's hard to know exactly which side you should be on, where the trail is, but as long as you're by the river, you know you're essentially in the right place, so I'm just gonna keep on being a little billy goat over here, I guess. It's fun though. This trail is awesome. Oh, this is beautiful up ahead with the sunlight coming in. Look at this. I think I'm gonna go for a swim. I'm gonna find a swimming hole. Standing in the river, standing in the river. The world is so beautiful when you're standing in the river and your feet are cold. Onwards! This is a nice little campsite. Gonna keep going on the trail for now, but might end up back here. My phone's off, but judging by the sun, I think it's about 3, maybe 3:30. So we'll keep going. Sun is starting to get lower, which makes these trail crossings harder because the water is cold and it's harder to dry off once you get to the other side. Oh, that's knee deep. Oh, that's freezing. This might be one of the best shots of the weekend. And that's a campsite right over there. I'm gonna set up there. This is too good. I want to take a dip before the sun goes down. Just gotta get across now. It's too cold. Woo! That guy just came by. I don't know if you can see him, but anyway, I look like this. It's fair game out here. We're in the wilderness, baby. I'm going with one of my favorites here. These are the Knorr brand Fiesta sides. This is Spanish rice kind. 2.5 servings per container. 280 calories each. So what is that, like 700 calories or so? And these are like, these cost like $1. So got that cooked up here in the jet boil. Tastes pretty good, honestly. My boots did not dry out too well in the sun, so I've got them propped behind the fire here with the socks on them. Also my underwear from my swim. So, oh, that feels so good. That should definitely dry these things out a bit better. I've been walking around doing everything barefoot in camp, and it's probably not the safest thing. I love fire. So here's some campfire thoughts. You know how they say that matter cannot be created or destroyed, only transformed? That is so crazy to think about. Look at all these trees right here. 100 years ago, none of these existed, but they grew from the ground, from the nutrients, from the seeds, from the sun's energy, from the water, and then they grow leaves, and the leaves fall to the ground. And if I take one of those leaves, throw it in the fire, and watch it burn and just vaporize into nothing, float away in the smoke, that matter is just drifting out, waiting to be transformed again, maybe one day into another plant. All right, dinner number 2 for the night. This bag of these. I love this brand. I've never had the loaded baked kind before. They actually have real bacon bits in here. Tastes pretty good. And what's left of some beef jerky. So after this, I'm gonna put all my food stuff in my bear bin. And my tent's there. I'm probably gonna go up in the woods here somewhere. And just drop that off for the night, away from the river, just in case, you know, anything happens, it doesn't fall in. Yeah, not much really left to say for today. It's been such a great hike. I'll see y'all tomorrow.